Hi everyone, in the previous video we have discussed Bresenham's line drawing algorithm and we have derived the formula for P0, Pk plus 1 and Pk, and I have consolidated all the formulas here. And in this video we can see numericals on Bresenham's line drawing algorithm, and you know this Bresenham's line drawing algorithm is more efficient than DDA algorithm because we are avoiding the round off function and it will have only the incremental values, right? So now I have to draw a line between the given endpoints 20, 10 and 30, 18. As a first step I have to calculate my slope, right? You know how to calculate the slope. M is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Right, so I have calculated the slope here. Consider this as x1 y1 x2 y2. Find out the slope, and this slope value is less than 1, that is it is 0.8. And I have told in my first video, that is I have told in my DDA video only, that slope, if it is less than 1, right, I am sampling along x-axis and I have to find out my y value. What do you mean by sampling along x-axis? Every time this x, it will be incremented by 1 and I have to calculate the value of y, right? So while finding out the slope value, suppose if you get a slope value greater than 1, don't be panic, right? You are in the next case, right? What is the next case? I am sampling along y-axis and I have to find out the value of x. What do you mean by sampling along y-axis? Every time y it will be incremented by 1. Y it will be incremented by 1. You have to calculate x. So what you have to do is like you have to write the next formula, right? So shall I write here? So here P0 will be 2 delta x minus delta y in the next case, right? And if pk value is less than 0, what could be the coordinates here? Here xk comma yk plus 1, right? And what will be the next decision parameter value? It will be pk plus 2 delta x, right? 2 delta x. And for the next case, if pk value is greater than or equal to 0, here both the xk is incremented by 1, yk is incremented by 1. What about pk plus 1? Pk plus 1 is equal to pk plus 2 delta x minus 2 delta y. Just the reverse, right? So you should be very careful which set of formula you have to use. That is based upon the m value. If m is less than 1, you have to use this. I'll show it properly. You have to use this. If m is greater than or equal to 1, you have to use this set of formulas while doing the numericals, right? Now I have calculated the difference of y and difference of x, right? And I have to do my table or column now, right? I have to do my table or column now. And table or column, first column I'll take as k, pk, and it should be xk plus 1 comma yk plus 1, right? Initially you have to plot the starting vertex. You should not forget 20, 10, you have to plot it. You have to plot it. That is must. And I'll start my iteration, right? So how to find the initial pk value? Initial pk value, you have this formula, right? You have this formula. I'll show the formula. P0 is equal to 2 delta y minus delta x. Using that I have find out P0. What is P0? 2 delta y. Delta y is 8. So 2 delta y is 16 minus 10, which is 6. So 6 I have to write here. So 0, 6, right? So 6 is greater than greater than 0. So what I'll be doing, I'll be incrementing both. So this becomes 21, 11. Right. Now I have to find out the next decision parameter. Now this is my formula sheet. Right. I have incremented both. Right. How to find the next decision parameter? You can check here. In this set of formulas, I have two pk plus 1 equation. So when my pk is less than 0, I have to use this coordinate. I have to use this pk plus 1 to find out the next decision parameter. When pk value is greater than 0, write the coordinates. Use this pk plus 1 to find the next decision parameter. You should be very careful in this. Right? Next. So here I have incremented both. So which formula I have to use? I have to use this formula. So it will be 6 plus 16, that is delta y is 8, so 2 delta y is 16, minus delta x is 10, right? So it becomes 20, so it will be 22 minus 20, which is equal to 2, right? So I have to use this 2 here. Where to use this 2? Here. Right. Now what is the next? Now what is my current pk? 2. Current pk is 2. Right. Greater than 0. So x and y value I have to increment both. So it becomes 22, 12. 22, 12. Now what is the next decision parameter? I have to use this formula. I'll take a rough sheet. I'll calculate it. Right. So it is previous decision parameter 2 plus 16 minus 20, which is equal to 18 minus 20, which is equal to minus 2, which is minus 2. Right. So I'll write before that I'll write iteration 1. So minus 2, this becomes my next iteration. So minus 2, see here, it is less than 0. So what I have to do, x I can increment, but y I have to take the previous value. So it becomes 23, 12. And what should be the next decision parameter? I have incremented x, but I have written the previous y value as it is. So the next decision parameter, use this formula and calculate. Right? So it will be minus 2 plus 16. Delta y is 8. So 2 delta y becomes 16, which is nothing but 14. Right? So this becomes 14. Next iteration. Now what is my current pk? 14. 14, it is greater than 0. So what should I do? It is greater than 0. So increment both. Right? So it will be 24, 13. 24, 13. Now I have incremented both. Use this pk plus 1 equation and proceed. Right? So it is 14 plus 16 minus 20, which is equal to 30 minus 20, which is equal to 10. This is 10. Right? Next, this is next iteration. So 10 is greater than 0. So what I have to do, pk value is greater than 0, increment both. So this becomes 25, 14. Right? 25, 14. So you have to calculate the next pk value. I have incremented both. So I will be using this equation and calculate the next pk value. So it is 10 plus 16 minus 20, which is equal to 26 minus 20, which is equal to 6. Right? So I have to write 6 here. Next iteration, 6 is greater than 0. So I will be incrementing both. Right? It is greater than 0. I have to increment both. Right? And now I have to use this equation. So it is 6 plus 16 minus 20. It is 22 minus 20, which is equal to 2. I will be writing that 2 here, right? 2. Next iteration, 2 is greater than 0, right? Increment both x and y value. You can increment x and y value, and find out the next decision parameter. What is the next decision parameter? It should be 2 plus 16 minus 20, which is equal to 18 minus 20, which is equal to minus 2, right? Minus 2. Next iteration, minus 2 is less than 0, so pk is less than 0, so I will be using this equation, increment x but y write as it is. Increment x but y I have to write as it is. Now what increment x, y write as it is, this is the equation, pk plus 1 equation. So it is minus 2 plus 16, which is equal to 14, right? 14. So next iteration is 8. So 14 is greater than 0, so I have to increment both x and y value, so it becomes 29, 17. I have incremented both x and y value. Use this equation and calculate the next decision parameter, 14 plus 16 minus 20, which is equal to 30 minus 20, which is 10, right? Which is 10, right? Next, so 10 is greater than 0, 10 is greater than 0, increment both x and y value, it is 30, 18. So what it is given, I have supposed to draw a line between 20, 10 and 30, 18. I have reached this point, so you can stop. You can stop. So this is my complete table or column. I have started with 20, 10. I have calculated and I have reached 30, 18. Now you have to plot your line. You have to plot your line, right? So x value it is starting from 20 and y value it is starting from 10, right? So x value it is starting from 20 and reaching 30, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 29 and 30, 20, 21, 22, 23, 30, right? Next y value it is starting from 10, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I'll plot the first one. I'll mark first 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Right, first is 20, 10, 20, 10, 20, 10. Next 21, 11, 22, 12, 23, 12, 24, 13, 25, 14, 26, 15, 27, 16, 28, 16, 29, 29, 14, once again 20, 10, 21, 11, 22, 12, 23, 12, 24, 13, 25, 14, 26, 15, 27, 16, 27, 16, and 28 also 16. Sorry, this is the pixel, not this one. This is wrong. This is the one. 28, 16, then 29, 17, and 30, 18. Join all the pixels to get a straight line. So this is Bresenham's line drawing algorithm. Thank you.